Welcome to our channel, where we uncover the most fascinating facts about the United States. Whether you're a geography enthusiast or just love discovering mind-blowing trivia, you're in the right place. Did you know that Texas is bigger than most European countries? Or that there's a town in Pennsylvania that's been burning for over 60 years? How about the fact that nearly half of the US is completely uninhabited? Join us as we explore incredible, surprising, and sometimes unbelievable geography facts that make the US truly unique. From towering mountains to mysterious ghost towns, from record-breaking borders to car-free islands, there's always something new to learn about this vast and diverse country. So, if you're ready to embark on an adventure through America's most amazing places and stories, hit that subscribe button and stay tuned. Let's dive into the hidden wonders of U.S. geography. Number 1. Florida is the flattest state in the U.S. Although Kansas is often thought to be the flattest state, the real title belongs to Florida. Its highest natural point, Britton Hill, stands at just 345 feet, 105 meters, above sea level, which is roughly the height of the Statue of Liberty. For comparison, the highest point in Kansas, Mount Sunflower, is 10 times taller at 4,039 feet, 1,031 meters. Even some of Disney World's artificial mountains, like Expedition Everest, are taller than Florida's highest natural peak. Number 2. Texas is bigger than most European countries. Texas, the second largest state in the U.S., covers a massive 268,597 square miles, 695,062 km². To put that in perspective, Texas is larger than France, Spain, Sweden, and even the United Kingdom. You could fit the UK inside Texas nearly 4 times. In fact, Texas is bigger than every European country except Russia. This vast size contributes to Texas's diverse landscapes, from deserts to forests, making it feel like an entire country of its own. Number 3. The tallest mountain on Earth is in the U.S. Most people believe Mount Everest is the tallest mountain in the world, but that's only when measured above sea level. The real tallest mountain from base to peak is Mauna Kea in Hawaii. While Everest reaches 29,032 feet, 8,849 meters above sea level, Mauna Kea rises 33,500 feet, 10,200 meters, from its base on the ocean floor. Since most of it is underwater, it doesn't get the same fame, but in terms of total height, Mauna Kea is the true giant of the planet. Number 4. Montana has more cows than people. Montana is famous for its open spaces and breathtaking landscapes. But did you know that cows outnumber people here by more than 2 to 1? Montana has a population of just over 1 million people, but it's home to about 2.5 million cattle. Ranching has been a way of life for generations, and in many rural counties, cattle far outnumber humans. So, if you ever visit Montana, don't be surprised if you see more cows than people. Number 5. The U.S. Virgin Islands is the only place in the U.S. where you drive on the left. The United States Virgin Islands is unique because it is the only U.S. territory where people drive on the left side of the road. This tradition dates back to when Denmark controlled the islands before selling them to the U.S. in 1917. However, most cars in the Virgin Islands are imported from the U.S., meaning they have left-hand steering wheels designed for right-side driving, which can make navigating the roads a bit tricky for visitors. Number 6. Alaska is bigger than Texas, California, and Montana combined. Alaska is by far the largest state in the U.S., covering 663,268 square miles, 1.72 million km². To put that in perspective, Alaska is bigger than Texas, California, and Montana combined. Despite its enormous size, Alaska has one of the smallest populations, and in some areas, there are more bears than people. It also has more coastline than the rest of the U.S. combined, and is home to over 100,000 glaciers, covering about 5% of the state. Number 7. A town in Pennsylvania has been burning for over 60 years. Centralia, Pennsylvania, has had an underground coal fire burning beneath it since 1962. It started when a landfill fire accidentally ignited a coal seam underground. Since then, the fire has been unstoppable, releasing toxic gases, causing roads to crack, and creating sinkholes. By the 1980s, The town was declared unsafe, and most residents were forced to leave. However, a few people still live in this eerie, smoldering ghost town. Experts predict the fire could continue burning for another 250 years. Number 8. A U.S. island has been car-free since 1898. Imagine a place in the U.S. where cars are completely banned. That's life on Mackinac Island, Michigan, where cars have been prohibited since 1898. Instead of vehicles, people travel by walking, biking, or using horse-drawn carriages, creating a charming, old-world atmosphere. The ban originally started because early automobiles frightened the horses, and over a century later, the rule remains in place. The only exceptions are emergency vehicles and snowmobiles in winter. Number 9. The US-Canada border is the longest in the world. The border between the US and Canada stretches 5,125 miles, 8,891 kilometers, making it the longest international border in the world. It runs through forests, mountains, and lakes, creating some of the most unique border crossings. One of its most interesting features is the Border Slash, a 20-foot wide, 6-meter treeless strip of land that cuts through the wilderness, clearly marking the separation between the two countries. This vast border remains mostly unguarded, with some towns and roads even split between both nations. Number 10. Nearly half of the US is completely uninhabited. Despite having a population of over 330 million people, nearly half of the US remains uninhabited. Around 80% of Americans live in the eastern part of the country, where most major cities are located. Meanwhile, vast areas of the western US, including parts of Montana, Wyoming, and Alaska, remain almost empty due to rugged mountains, deserts, and dense forests. In some places, you can drive for miles without seeing a single town, making the US one of the most geographically diverse countries on Earth.